artist, happy Dot Day. Yay! Dot Day is this week. It's actually September the 15th. And every year we celebrate this international celebration based on the story The Dot. And on this day, we're reminded to have courage to create and to express yourself through art. In this story, at the beginning, Vashi is afraid to create her own art, and her teacher encourages her to make a mark and see where it will take her. By the end of the story, Vashi she had gone through a process of creating her own and experimenting with watercolors and painting her own dots. And by the end of the story, she was actually able to encourage others. She encouraged another child to make a mark and see where it took him, and he was able to create. So today what we're going to do is you're going to create your own dot, and you're going to experiment and create however you would like. The only instructions I'm going to give you are these. Your dot can be big, it could be little, it could be one dot, it could be many dots, it could be colored or it could be painted, it could have texture or it could be flat. It is your choice. You get to pick. So I've got some materials here. I'm just going to show you. These are not the only materials you could use, and you do not have to use all these materials, but you can choose what you would like to create your dot. If you are drawing, it'd be nice to start on a white piece of paper, but it doesn't have to be a white piece of paper. You might want to start on a piece of construction paper, a different color. I have some watercolors here. You could paint your dot. You could color your dot. You can make texture with crayons. You can even use markers, color pencils, and these things. You can create patterns and textures with these. You could use different scraps of fabric to make your dot. You could use scrapbooking paper to make your dot. And I talked about construction paper, different colors. You could use glitter and make it nice and shiny and bright. It's up to you. You're making your dot. I'm going to show you some examples so that you can see some dots that I have created. For this dot, I used markers and lines to create a blue, green, and purple dot. I began this dot with some scrapbooking paper. I used this scrapbooking paper to cut out shapes. I glued them down, and then I added some buttons to add some texture. For my last dot, I used watercolors to paint the dot and the frame, and then I went back after it was dry with some glue and glitter to add some texture and sparkle. When you complete your dot, please make sure to upload it to Artsonia. I cannot wait to see your work.